Texas business community condemns Governor Abbott's transgender order as bad for business. Queer News Tonight has previously reported on Texas Governor Greg Abbott's order for the state's Department of Family and Protective Services to investigate transgender minors transitioning as child abuse. Texas businesses are making it known that they are not happy with the governor's decision. I mean, who would be? A letter issued by company Texas Competes read, quote, "Every year we face creative new attempts to curtail the rights of LGBTQ Texans. We are gravely concerned about this week's use of non-binding opinions to attempt to insert the state into parents' private medical decisions for the best interests of their child. May I remind them it is their child." Quote, Texas Completes counts more than 1,400 businesses, large and small, as partners, including Whole Foods, Dell, and Tacodeli. Last night, a judge issued a temporary injunction against these investigations.
I hope these injunctions keep coming.
Right. I agree. I am so grateful for that.
Yeah. Well, it's just crazy that it has to even get there. And I'm curious to know who filed the injunction to begin with. But it's sad to see that state funding and state money is being used to go after transgender children and their families. When we look at the Department of Children and Families, even here in the state of Florida, there's so many children who don't have homes or in foster care. To misuse funds for this purpose is just sickening.
Yeah. And Texas and Florida with Abbott and DeSantis, they're in the same basket of deplorable.
Oh, right. Can you imagine? Can you imagine a parent being punished for just loving their child, for just supporting their trans child? Like, this is crazy.
Well, it was only up until I can't remember the exact year, if it was 2013 or 2015, but the books here, the laws in Florida actually still had that homosexuals could not adopt.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of, Elizabeth Schwartz and other attorneys who were the pioneers on this, who really pushed for gay adoptions. But we're seeing this now pushback, I think, with transgender children, children in same-sex couples. It's really sad.
Do you think that our trans children are being targeted because they're the lowest hanging fruit?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, we always talk about this on Queer News about how our heightened visibility and our advocacy really threatens people, and that then invites these attacks. And I think you're absolutely right, Faye. I think they go after the most vulnerable portions of our community because they're easy targets. Yeah. And there are still places where they can fight. We witnessed that with the sports thing that happened with our trans kids here in Florida. So, as you said, Cindy, Texas and Florida right next to each other, right? Yeah. They're both trying to take away the rights of our kids.
What do you think about these businesses that are saying, hey, if this crap keeps up, I am thinking of maybe packing up my stuff and leaving.
Well,
Whole Foods is not a small little
business.
Dell Computer. Dell is not a small little.
I'm not sure about Tacodeli, but I think it's big.
But it's probably big in Texas.
I'm sure
we should go check it out.
These companies have nationwide presence.
Yeah.
And if a company's trying to recruit someone to Texas, they're going to go, hell no, I don't want to go to Texas. Same thing with Florida. Yeah. North Carolina pulled that crap in the
bathroom issue.
Well, didn't Texas also pull that bathroom crap back in 2017 or something? That they were also trying to, in all the libraries and all the federal buildings, you had to go to the bathroom that matched your birth certificate or some ridiculous crap like that.
There seems to always be an attack on our rights to liberty and freedom. I mean, just under our U.S. Constitution, we as parents have the right to raise our children as we deem fit. Exactly. To allow a law like this in Texas is really an attack on our liberties and our fundamental rights. So I'm glad that a judge put a hold on it, and this injunction is just like a restraining order until I guess they figure out the rest of the case and to see if the state really has standing to bring this type of legislation.
Yeah, but how many people will suffer before that happens?
Right,
exactly.
and they say everything is bigger in Texas. That has to do with big hair, 10-gallon hats. But this hatred that is so big in Texas against trans kids has got to stop.
It really does. It really does. I won't even eat Texas toast anymore.
LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out television network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. like this broadcast, and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBT